Hello viewers, you have tuned to my biology channel. It's BioHub and I'm your facilitator Dr. Seema Sharma. Dear viewers, whenever I look at my students, I see unlimited possibilities. I know every student has its different learning style, every student has its different learning pace, and each student is unique, not capable of learning only, but also capable of succeeding. So you all will succeed in your life irrespective of your pace, irrespective of your style. And I wish you luck for that. The only thing which you have to remember, viewers, that you're not competing with anyone. You have to compete with yourself. And then you have to excel. So put 100% effort, whatever you are going to do, and then success will be on your way. So, on this optimistic note, today we are starting our next session on biology part of class 7 and it's on chapter 2. Viewers, this is my channel BioHub, and on this channel you can come across videos on biology part of class 7 right from chapter 1. Viewers, we are on chapter 2, nutrition in animals. This is from biology part of class 7. Let me take you to the picture map of this chapter. In this chapter, we came to know about many informative and many interesting things with respect to microscopic organisms, with respect to insects, their mode of feeding. We also came to know about our own digestive system and the process of digestion. And lastly, it has one very small but interesting segment about digestion in ruminants. So this is the picture map of this chapter. So now let me take you to the journal layout of this chapter. Viewers, we can divide this chapter in 6 subparts and I have already uploaded videos of first 5 parts. Nutrition, nutrition in microbes, mode of feeding in lower level animals, parts of human digestive system, process of digestion in humans. You can watch these videos on my channel BioHub. And today we are on this last segment of this chapter, digestion in ruminants. And this is my favorite subpart of this chapter. So let's explore what all is there in this part, digestion in ruminants. So for that, we have to see the learning objective of this video. The learning objective of this video is, viewers, that with the help of this video, we will explore the meaning of few very interesting terms. First is ruminants. Second is rumination. Third is importance of rumination. Fourth one is steps involved in rumination. Rumination. Viewers, don't worry about this term. We are going to explore about this in today's video. But before proceeding with this interesting topic, process of digestion in ruminants, viewers, I want to tell you one story. And the story is there was a exhibition of one very renowned painter and one very prestigious art gallery. There were so many paintings and the viewers, they were going and admiring the paintings. But there was a single painting which were nearly blank with painter's signatures only. So everyone was trying to figure out what is there in that painting. So one person was just like me who has no knowledge about paintings, approached the painter and inquired about the painting. So the painter said proudly, so there is a green pasture, cow is grazing. That person said, where is the grass? Painter said, cow has just eaten the grass. That person again said, where is the cow? Painter said, she has gone to her shed. So the painter's job is over. Now it's the job of the biologist to find out what will happen to that grass which she has eaten in that pasture. And that is what we are going to explore in this segment. That is the process of digestion in ruminants. Digestion in ruminants. So in this segment, you are going to come across 3 terms related to one word only. Ruminants, rumination, and rumen. Now, first, let us decode the meaning of this term rumen. R-U-M-E-N. Grass-eating animals, which are called herbivores, they have a large stomach which consists of 4 chambers. 4 पेट नहीं होते हैं, 4 chambers of one stomach. Rumen is the name of first chamber. Food, or that is grass basically, it is initially swallowed without chewing. This unchewed grass goes into the rumen. Here it is partially digested and it is called cud. What you have to remember, viewers, partially digested food which is present in the first chamber of stomach of ruminants, it is called cud. Next is rumination. Cud then goes to the second chamber, from where it returns to the mouth for thorough chewing. This process of chewing the cud is called rumination. Food which is hurriedly taken in by the herbivore, it is coming to a bigger sac, the first chamber called rumen, and then it is going to the second chamber of the stomach, and from there it is coming back to the mouth for thorough chewing. Means proper grinding of that food, mixing of saliva in that. The process of chewing of cud is called rumination. Now, you have rough idea about this term, ruminants. The animals that follow this mode of digestion in the process of nutrition, they are called ruminants. So, cow is a herbivore. It has 4 chambers in its stomach. It is eating the grass very hurriedly. It is going to the first chamber that is called rumen, where it is partially digested. This cud is going to the second chamber of the stomach, and then from that it is coming back to the mouth for thorough chewing. So this type of mode of digestion is called rumination. And all those animals which follow this method of digestion, they are called ruminants. So cow is a ruminant. Next is something very interesting. Type of teeth in herbivores. We have incisors, canines, premolar and molars. But in case of herbivores, canines are not present. So what all is present in herbivores, or generally in case of cattle? Incisors are there, premolars and molars. And interestingly, viewer, the incisors, they appear toward the front of the mouth and only on the bottom lower jaw. They are present, incisors are present only on the lower jaw. You don't believe this? Let me tell this cow to smile. Dear cow, smile please. See? So lower jaw has incisors, but the upper jaw, this jaw is hard and there are no teeth in it. So incisors are present in the lower jaw only. Viewers, we are discussing about the teeth. तो मुझे हिंदी की बड़ी अच्छी कहावत याद आ रही है कि हाथी के दांत दिखाने के और खाने के और. तो कमेंट सेक्शन में मुझे प्लीज आंसर देना कि हाथी के कौन से दांत खाने के हैं और कौन से दिखाने के हैं. And you have to write the scientific term. Incisors, canines, premolar, molar, कौन से हैं? You have to just leave that comment. I'm sure you will do that. We are learning about the process of digestion in ruminants. And I told you that the stomach of herbivores or ruminants, it is of 4 chamber and each chamber has its name. But viewers, because you are in class 7 only, so we are introducing the name of only first chamber, that is rumen. We are not taking the names of rest of the chambers. But this is how the organization of these chambers is there in herbivores. Now coming to that story, viewers, जिसमें वो काऊ जो थी ग्रास खा के अपना शेड में चले गई थी, तो शेड में she was chewing it thoroughly, and that is called chewing of cud. Herbivore animals, they eat basically grass, and it is made up of one very complex carbohydrate that is called cellulose. Herbivore animals cannot digest it, their cell, because their digestive juices, they do not have any cellulose digesting enzyme. So this initial digestion of this cellulose is done by some specific bacteria which are present in the first two chambers of their stomach. How digestion of cellulose is taking place in ruminants. Food is digested in two steps. First step, food that is initially swallowed, it goes to the first chamber, that is rumen. Here, numerous bacteria are present and they act upon this cellulose and they start digestion of cellulose. Then this partially digested food, it is sent to the second chamber. This one, the second chamber, reticulum, converts it into cud. The cud so produced in second chamber of the stomach, it is brought back to the mouth again. And here it is chewed thoroughly and mixed well with the saliva. And it helps in digesting that cud. After chewing, the food bypasses the first two chambers of the stomach and it comes directly into the third chamber. So after chewing, it's not going to rumen or reticulum, it is coming to third chamber. The walls of third chamber, they mash and compact the food further. So what the third chamber is doing, again contraction and relaxation is there. It is helping in further churning of the food and pushing it to the fourth chamber, that is abomasum. The final digestion in the stomach, it occurs in the fourth chamber. Final digestion means pouring off those HCl and digestive juices, their action on the food, it is done in the fourth chamber. And then it is passed to the small intestine, then further pushed to the large intestine. The alimentary canal or the digestive tract of herbivores is much longer than us. You have to find out this also and answer in the comment section कि herbivores का जो digestive tract है वो कितना लंबा है. I'm sure the meaning of ruminants, rumination, importance of rumination, and the steps involved in rumination are clear to my viewers now. And to counter check that, you can go through this worksheet and you can try to answer these questions. And what we learned in this chapter, viewers, we learned about modes of nutrition in a variety of living organisms. And while exploring each and every segment, we came to know about very interesting and informative things. Next chapter is also equally informative, and it's about weather, climate, and adaptation of animals to climate. It's chapter 7 of your biology part. Viewers, I'm planning to upload videos of biology part of class 8 also. My next video will be for class 8 students and it will be from chapter 1, crop production and management. Stay connected. Learning and exploring together is actually fun. In the end, I want to thank you sincerely for supporting my channel, for subscribing to it, for sharing your opinion in the form of comments. So with this, I'm going to sign out. So it's a bye from your facilitator. Take care. See you soon in my next video. Bye.